A senior monk and a junior monk were traveling together. At one point, they came to a river with a strong current. As the monks were preparing to cross the river, they saw a very young and beautiful woman also attempting to cross. The young woman asked if they could help her to cross to the other side. The two monks glanced at one another because they had taken oaths not to touch a woman. Then, without a word, the older monk picked up the woman, carried her across the river, placed her gently on the other side, and carried on his journey. The younger monk couldn't believe what just happened. After rejoining his companion, he was speechless. An hour passed without a word between them. 2 more hours passed, and then 3. Finally, the younger monk couldn't contain himself no longer and blurted out, "As monks, we are not permitted to touch a woman. How could you then carry that woman on your shoulders?" The old monk looked at him and replied, "Brother, I set her down on the other side of the river. Why are you still carrying her?" We all go through tough times in life when other people say things or behave in a way that is hurtful towards us. We can choose to ruminate over past actions or events, but it will ultimately weigh us down and sap our energy. Instead, we can choose to let go of what doesn't serve us anymore and concentrate on the present moment until we find a level of peace and happiness in the present circumstances of our life. We will never be content because now is all we ever have. In a world constantly on the move, where time seems to slip through our fingers like grains of sand, there exists a simple yet profound wisdom living in the present moment. This age-old teaching, echoed through the annals of philosophy, carries with it the power to transform our life, awaken us to the richness of here and now. The wisdom of ancient philosophy. Throughout history, philosophers have recognized the importance of living in the present moment. Consider the sage advice of Lao Tzu, the ancient Chinese philosopher. If you're depressed, you are living in the past. If you're anxious, you are living in the future. If you are at peace, you are living in the present. Lao Tzu reminds us that dwelling on the past or fretting about the future can steal away our peace and happiness. The present moment, he suggests, is where true contentment resides. The Stoic perspective. The Stoic philosophers, with their emphasis on wisdom and virtue, also appreciated the value of the present. Epictetus, a prominent Stoic thinker, wrote, "While we wait for life, life passes." This Stoic maxim encourages us to recognize that the only moment we truly possess is the present one. In the Stoic tradition, living in the present moment is closely linked to the idea of accepting what we cannot control. By focusing on our responses and action in the present, we can navigate life's challenges with grace and resilience. The mindfulness revolution. In recent years, the concept of mindfulness has gained widespread attention. Rooted in Buddhist philosophy, mindfulness is the practice of bringing one's attention to the present moment without judgment. It invites us to fully experience each moment, whether it's savoring the taste of a meal or appreciating the warmth of the sun on our skin. Thich Nhat Hanh, a renowned Zen Buddhist monk, beautifully encapsulates the essence of mindfulness. Life is available only in the present moment. If you abandon the present moment, you cannot live the moment of your daily life deeply. The paradox of time. Time is a precious thing. We often find ourselves racing against it, trying to keep up with its relentless pace. Yet, when we truly immerse ourselves in the present moment, we discover a paradox. The more we live in the now, the more time seems to expand. Think about moments when you have been fully engaged in an activity you love, a hobby, a conversation, or a beautiful sunset. In those moments, the outside world fades away and time slows down. This is the magic of living in the present moment. Embracing the here and now. So how can we harness the power of living in the present moment? Here are a few practical steps. First, practice mindfulness. Take time each day to simply be present. Focus on your breath, your surroundings, or the sensations in your body. Second, let go of the past. While it's important to learn from the past, dwelling on it can lead to regret and sorrow. Release the past grip on your present. Third, release future worries. Planning for the future is wise, but excessive worry about it can lead to anxiety. Do your best in the present and trust that it will shape your future. Fourth, engage fully. Whatever you do it wholeheartedly. Whether it's work, play, or rest, immerse yourself in the experience. Living in the present moment is not about escaping reality or denying the past and future. It's about embracing the gift of now, the only moment where life truly unfolds. As we draw inspiration from ancient wisdom, Stoic principles, and the mindfulness moment, we can unlock the power of the present and find a deeper sense of fulfillment and peace in our lives. So let's embark on this journey, one breath, one step, one moment at a time. When first time in my life, I attended 10 days course of Vipassana, where we were made to sit and meditate for around 3 to 4 hours in one session. It was kind of difficult. When our meditation of 10 days was completed, we were allowed to speak to each other. That time I asked my roommate what kind of thoughts crept into his mind or made him disturbed by what kind of thoughts, and he told me that he didn't came with a purpose which he wanted to get rid of. He didn't had any sorrows or any unrest feeling. So mind made him disturbed by thoughts which were unreal. The mind used to connect some real experiences with unreal thing and trying to disturb him from the task that he was trying to accomplish. And with me, I came with a deep feeling of unrest, of a feeling of unloved, ignorance. And my mind kept me reminding of that feeling while I was meditating. And also, if you're going through this feeling of sorrow, unloved, being ignored, or kind of a relative feelings, I would request you to click on the video on your right hand side. There are some principles which you can apply in your life to lessen the pain. Thank you.